Ooh, yeah. I think I ain't got it.
You've got to relax your fingers. See? Oh. Try it again. You're too tense.
Yeah, I wanted to do it for the kids next week.
Well, don't worry. If you can't do it, you'll have your trusty assistant Jimbo by your side.
I am counting on you for that. Oh, listen, don't forget to bring the medallion, too. Yeah, the Magic Citadel, the Magician of the Future. That makes it official.
I'll have it with me. I wear it every day. Wouldn't they laugh if they knew that their Magician of the Future was a janitor?
Listen, you're the best there is, Jim, and we appreciate it.
The good thing about a job like mine, at least I get to go home the minute I finish a long night's work.
Hey, I'm out of here in a few minutes. I'm just waiting for an X-ray to come down. Go home and get some sleep.
Well, actually, I'm gonna hit the beach, do a little surfing. It's a beautiful morning to get in the water, and it beats going home to an empty house.
You know, Jim, I'm surprised you didn't get married. I think the girls will be lined up around the block.
Well, thanks. Never met Ms. Right, I guess. Well, keep on working on Miser's Dream, and after you master that, I'll teach you the floating ball of flame.
The floating ball of flame?
Don't worry, it's not as dangerous as it sounds.
Hey.
Have I told you lately that I have the most beautiful wife in the world?
How do you know Jim's coming back? Said he's gone off on binges before. How long do they last?
Oh, just a couple of days. Don't worry about it. He'll be back.
Oh, I've already got a cramp.
Oh, just relax, will you?
Dad, you know I hate this. Hurry up, will you? It's cramped. And dark.
Okay.
Come on, Dad.
No, it's all right. The chain and the lock are rigged. They just pop right off.
Dad?
Yeah, that's funny.
Dad, this isn't
But
funny.
hang on, we need a little oil.
Hey!
I'm getting the
Get
keys.
me out of here. Dad! Help!
Wait a minute, I gotta
Let
get.
me out.
Hold on. I
Dad,
got the.
please.
All right.
Dad! Get me out of here! Help!
Just hang on.
Dad!
Oh.
Dad, please!
Amanda, the janitor, Jim Briggs, they just brought his body into the morgue.
Oh, my God.
They found him washed ashore near Sunset Cove around 11 a.m. I guess he was pretty banged up.
I can't believe it. He was so full of life.
Maybe he still is.
Jim?
Oh, no, I can see where you'd make that mistake. I'm Jeff Briggs, Jim's twin brother. I was asked to come down here and identify his body. You're Dr. Bentley?
He's been in the water for approximately 2 days. There's a large gash in the back of his skull. We're assuming that he was hit in the back of the head with his own surfboard, rendering him unconscious, and he drowned.
Surfboard? What, Jim surfed?
You didn't know? Mark, Steve.
I just.
This is Jeff, Jim's twin brother.
Mark. Dr. Mark Sloan? My brother speaks so highly of you. I'm sorry, spoke.
Well, this is Steve Sloan, my son with the LAPD. Excuse me for staring, but it's amazing. You two.
I know. I'm used to the reaction. It's happened all our lives.
This must be a terrible shock for you.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't spoken to my brother in a while. We kind of had a falling out. It's strange. Losing a brother is hard, but when you lose your twin, it's like looking at your own death.
I wonder if I could ask you a few questions, Mr. Briggs, about your brother.
Sure.
Please, take a seat. Coffee?
Yes, please, black. Jim was what you would call a wannabe. Anything I did, Jim would try to copy. I invest in the stock market, did great. Jim invests, loses everything. I start my own successful music management company. Jim decides he wants to be a rock singer. He can't even get a gig at the Holiday Inn. Now, apparently, he took up surfing, gets himself killed.
You're a surfer?
Since I could walk, I use one of those old wooden boards. Picked that up at a swap meet, and you can't find those anymore.
Where do you surf?
Oh, Zuma, the Rincon, Point Malibu probably has the best waves.
Point Malibu.
Where did they find Jim? Oh, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, 3 years ago, Jim came to me and said he needed to borrow $12,000 to cover some gambling debts. I'd already loaned him close to 30. He said if I didn't help him out, some goons were gonna chop off his legs at the knees. I said no. He walked out of my life. It's funny. On the slab in there, I noticed he still had his legs.
Excuse me. Sloan here. All right, I'll be right there.
We ran a check on the plates. It belongs to Jim Briggs.
It's time-coded. 7:30 a.m. Tuesday. It's been here 2 days. Where'd you say the body washed up?
Right over there, about 100 yards down the beach.
You sure?
I was the first detective on the scene.
Yeah, Dad, it's Steve. I think we got a problem.
$5:45.
Something wrong?
I guess you were so busy you forgot we were playing tennis at 5:30?
Oh my gosh, Dina, I completely skipped my mind. I'm sorry.
Well, hurry up and go get changed before we lose the sun.
I've got a better idea, and it doesn't matter if we lose the sun.
I agree. This is a much better idea. Just be a minute.
The time for talking was last week, when I told you about the problem, Jeff.
Asia, please, I'll fix it, okay?
Damn straight you'll fix it. Or you can kiss this multi-platinum booty goodbye.
Hey, you okay?
Better get me Harvey Atkins on the line. Asia wants to reschedule some concert dates.
Right away. And there's a Dr. Sloan here to see you. Says it's something about your brother. Should I tell him to come back another time?
No. You can show him in.
Okay.
Was that Asia?
Oh, I'm afraid so. Well, what can I do for you, Dr. Sloan?
I was going through Jim's locker at the hospital, and I found this. I thought maybe you'd like to have it.
I'm not really interested in magic tricks.
Well, I would thought maybe just for the sentimental value.
You keep it. Or give it to one of the children at the hospital. Excuse me, I have some pressing business.
Oh, yeah, I understand. You know, there's one problem maybe you could help me with before I go.
A problem?
Yeah, it has to do with ocean currents, at least as I understand it. Now, here's the California coastline north of Sunset Cove. Now, here's where Jim's car was parked, and here's where his body was found washed ashore. There's about 100 yards there.
Dr. Sloan.
Now, the ocean currents of Sunset Cove flow northward, see?
No, I don't really.
Well, see, it took 2 days for Jim's body to wash ashore. Now, if the currents are flowing northward here, it would have been impossible for his body to wash ashore so close to where his car was parked. It should have been way up here, at least.
Well, maybe he surfed at Sunset Cove for a while and then saw that the waves were better down south and paddled down there.
You mean like down around here?
Exactly.
Yeah. That'd be Malibu, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I understand that's your favorite surfing spot.
Who told you that?
Your wife. She said you were out surfing the morning that Jim drowned.
When did you speak to Dina?
Oh, about an hour ago. I had to find out your work address. She was very helpful.
Ah.
She said that you went out that morning around 8 a.m. Now, the parking ticket on Jim's Jeep was time-coded, and it said he parked there at around 7:30 a.m.
No kidding. Gee, I wish I had seen him. Then maybe I could have saved him from drowning. But then again, with all the eddies and currents along the coast, it'd be pretty difficult to say where Jim drowned, wouldn't it?
So what did you think you were going to find out?
Oh, you know, when Steve told me about that parking lot ticket, something does not add up there. Okay, get in the box.
I love you, Mark, but I'm not getting into the box.
Come on, man, it's for the
No,
kids.
I'm not getting in the box.
Look, Jim can't do it. He was going to.
I hate when you make me feel guilty. All right, I'm going to do it. I won't like doing it, but I'm going to do it.
It's going to be fun. Oh, sorry. Okay, listen, you better take the necklace off. Well, I had an assistant wore a beautiful necklace. It got caught on one of those levers.
What?
Oh, just give me the necklace. The Magic Citadel.
Excuse me?
Listen, Amanda, Jim had an amulet around his neck on a chain the day he died. You remember it was on him when they brought him in?
Yeah, all of the personal effects were returned to the next of kin along with the body. Now, the autopsy photographs here. See, he was definitely wearing the amulet. What, you seem disappointed?
Well, you know, it's crazy. I guess I keep thinking that maybe it isn't Jim who's dead, that maybe it was his brother. And if the two of them look so much alike, it's hard to believe that the person we're talking to isn't Jim.
You know, my foster mother has twin sisters, and to this day, I'm never quite sure which one I'm talking to.
But he's got the amulet on. It has to be Jim. You know, I never noticed this before. Those bumps on his knees and the tops of his feet.
Surfers' knots. Surfers get them all the time when they're kneeling on their surfboards paddling out to the ocean.
Yeah, I know Steve has them, too. But the thing is, you've got to surf for a lot of years before they develop anything like that. Jim said he'd only been surfing a couple of months.
Well, maybe he was being modest. Maybe he developed them quicker than most people.
Yeah, and maybe we're looking at a homicide. Maybe Jim killed his brother and stepped into his life.
It's the end of the phone list.
Thanks.
Jeff, is something wrong?
No, of course not. Why do you ask that?
Well, I mean, you haven't touched me all week. I mean, did I say something or do something? Could you please be honest with me? What did I do?
No, not a thing. Everything's okay. I've had a lot on my mind.
Thank God. Okay, because I was worried you were going to cancel our romantic getaway to Santa Barbara this weekend.
This weekend?
Oh, you did not forget. You promised me.
No, I didn't forget. Of course not. I've been looking forward to it all week.
Sorry to bother you like this. Actually, I was hoping to speak to your husband.
Well, he's at work. What can I help you with, Lieutenant?
Well, this is kind of embarrassing, but you see, my father,
Your father? What does he have to do with this?
well, he's a consultant with the police department. Now, to tell you the truth, that's just an honorary title, but once in a while he gets a crazy idea in his head and he just won't let it go. I hate to even ask you this, but has your husband been acting unusual at all lately?
Unusual?
Like, has he been acting differently? His moods, his habits? Does he seem like a different person?
No.
I didn't think so. See, my dad's got this idea that your husband Jeff is, well, actually his twin brother Jim.
What? That is funny. That is funny, Lieutenant. Thank you. It's been a rough couple of days, and I needed a good laugh.
Right.
Can I fix you something? Drink or...
No, thank you.
Well, you can tell your father that woman would know her husband wasn't really her husband, if you know what I mean.
I've been trying to tell him that. I was really hoping your husband would be home.
Listen, Lieutenant, if you think something strange is going on, maybe I can help. Jeff just bought a bottle of scotch last week, and he's the only one in this house who ever drinks that stuff. So why don't you take it? It's on the bar. His fingerprints must be all over it. Must be some way you could check that, right?
Thank you.
Sure I can't get you a drink?
No thanks. Bye.
The police were here?
Just thought you might like to know.
Oh, I am not going to stand for this anymore. I am going down to the precinct first thing in the morning to lodge a complaint. To accuse me of being my dead brother, it's ridiculous.
You know what they wanted? They wanted your fingerprints.
Excuse me?
Oh, you don't have to worry. I gave them a bottle Jeff bought last week. And that's whose fingerprints they're gonna get. Jim. Did you really think you could fool me?
How long have you known?
What, that you killed your twin brother and took his place? Since the first day.
Why didn't you blow the whistle?
Jeff wasn't a very nice man, you know that.
I guess I thought...
What, that he treated me better than he treated you? Well, he didn't. Lately, it had been so bad, I decided to file for a divorce. In fact, I had an appointment with the lawyer the day you came home from the beach and kissed me. First, I was curious to see what you were up to, and then, after the first couple days, I realized after all these years I've been married to the wrong brother.
I thought you were being so terrific to me because you thought I was him.
I do have to ask you, though.
Why? I didn't want to kill him, but... I mean, all the bad stuff between us, that was in the past. But I owed some people some money, and they were going to get it one way or another.
What, more gambling debts?
I thought of killing myself, but I didn't have the courage, so I killed Jeff and took over his life.
We just have to move on from here. No regrets. And no more gambling.
No, believe me, that's over, dead and buried. The only thing I have to worry about is Dr. Sloan. I thought of every angle.
Jim, let's be honest. You're sweeter than your brother, and you are much sexier, but Jeff was the smarter of you two.
What, you're saying that he could have pulled this off?
No, what I'm saying is that between us, we can pull this off.
And we roll it, and we roll it until it gets nice and soft and warm, and there it is in one of my joints. And there it is in the pantry in the vestry. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the famous Chinese vanishing bag. You'll notice it's empty, totally empty inside and out. We take this beautiful Singapore silk, we put it in the bag like that. And then I simply say the magic words, sim salabim alalabala. And out it comes, there it is, however. Thank you very, very kindly. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And now here's some flowers for the beautiful young lady. Oh, excuse me. There. Will wonders never cease. The man is an absolute wizard. A cornucopia of magic tricks, a montage of the most colorful magic tricks ever done by a wizard you've ever seen in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, now my most famous trick to baffle and mystify you, conceived by the great Merlin the Magician from the days of King Arthur's court, and taught to me by that master prestidigitator, the great Majawambi of Calcutta. Now my assistant, Alexo, will get into the magic box, from which there is no escape and which leads to unknown worlds. Alexo, will you get into my box, please? Keep your eye on the red silk. It'll be seen later. Into the box he goes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you see before you a chain of forged stainless steel, unbreakable by the world's strongest men. We're going to lock Mr. Alexo inside the box. Everything all right in there so far, Alexo? Yeah, I heard him say yes. He has not yet gone off to other worlds. And now, we seal his doom with the final lock. Alexo is now trapped. He cannot escape from the box. Or can he? First of all, we have to say the magic words. Halabalala, simsalabim, homina homina. And I take out the magic key and open the box. And simsalabim. I invite the audience to come up and check. Alexo is gone. Where, we don't know. Somewhere in the stratosphere. Hi.
Sorry, Dad, I didn't realize.
Well, that's okay. What's up?
The fingerprint report came back. The prints belonged to Jeff.
Oh, I thought sure I was onto something. Well, how are we going to bring Alexo back? Shall we say the magic words once again? Halabalala, simsalabim, homina homina. And presto changeo.
Sorry, Dad. I don't think he's coming back.
Well, I guess we can't cut him in half, can we? I know. I'll cut Police Lieutenant Steve in half. Right over here, Steve. Steve, you don't mind being cut in half, do you?
What is the matter? Maybe he hasn't told you, but this is the same way I got him to marry me.
You know what? It's probably a good thing that she's here. Go ahead, Jeff. Tell her how you feel about her. Tell her the truth. Tell her.
You sure that's what you want?
Mm-hmm.
I love her beyond all reason, and I'm the luckiest man in the world that she would even consider loving me.
You son of a...
Terry, I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen.
You are going to be so sorry for this. Oh.
I think I'm going to need another secretary.
We could have just gone on to the next trick. You don't do something to somebody like sawing him in half without rehearsing it.
It worked fine when he rehearsed it with me.
He rehearsed it with you?
Only once, but it seemed pretty basic.
Man, if you thought it was so basic, how come you took a powder?
Hey, look at the bright side. At least you're already at the hospital.
We're closed.
Steve, it's Amanda.
Amanda? What are you doing here so late?
I need to tell you about the will.
What will?
Hey, Alex. Mark had a hunch, so he asked me to snoop around and see what I could find out about Jeff Briggs' will. Oh, I heard about your accident. I'm so sorry, but how did he talk you into letting him saw you in half?
Oh, probably the same way he talked you into snooping into Jeff Briggs' will. What'd you find out?
Jeff Briggs had 2 sons from a previous marriage. The divorce settlement stipulated that he give 1/3 of his estate to each of his boys.
Yeah, but you only leave an estate if you're dead. Jeff Briggs is alive.
Yes, but as Mark pointed out, if he were dead, it would give Dina all the more reason to lie and say that Jim was her husband.
He's right. Doesn't make up for the sawing in half trick, but he's right about this.
If it's any consolation, Mark is not happy about this. He doesn't like the idea of his friend Jim being a murderer any more than he likes the idea of him being dead.
Even so, I know my dad. He'll want to know the truth no matter what.
Asia.
We changed every date but one.
Oakland on the 22nd, which is right in the middle of my Acapulco vacation.
Asia, if you change that Oakland date, you're liable for twice the capacity of the entire stadium. Not us, not the insurance company, you.
Who agreed to something stupid like that?
You and your lawyer. It comes to approximately $500,000. The promoter won't budge. Plus, he's threatening to sue you for personal damages if you postpone. So, what we've done...
I don't don't care what you've done.
We have arranged for a private jet to pick you up and fly you to Oakland that morning, directly after the performance. It'll be standing by to fly you right back to Mexico. Or if you prefer, you can stay at the presidential suite at the Four Seasons and fly back the next morning. It's your choice. $500,000 plus a lawsuit, or a one-day break in your holiday.
I want a private chef. On the plane and on the ground.
It's already been arranged.
My hairdresser's gonna have to come.
Booked her this morning. She'll meet you on the plane.
Didn't you used to be a secretary here?
She's my partner now.
Huh. Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought you were. From now on, I only want to work with you.
You were terrific.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was nobody at the secretary's desk, and I heard voices back here.
I hope you've come to return my bottle of scotch.
As a matter of fact, I have. And while I was here, I thought I'd get another set of fingerprints. It's not too much trouble.
I don't have to put up with this nonsense. If you want another set of prints, you're going to have to get a warrant.
A warrant? Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, wait a minute. Here's one right here. Left hand or right hand? Ah, heck, let's get them both.
Forget it, Jim. It's over. He's got us.
What are you talking about?
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You're right. This is Jeff's brother, Jim.
I guess I won't be needing those fingerprints after all.
Dina.
Jim Briggs, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of your brother, Jeff.
What makes you think that? Jim didn't kill Jeff.
You said...
I said this is Jim. As far as I know, Jeff's death was an accident. Jim had nothing to do with it. All I said was that Jim was impersonating Jeff. I didn't say he committed a murder.
You're gonna have to do a little better than that, Mrs. Briggs.
Look, Jeff and I have been having problems for a long time. It all came to a head when I discovered he was carrying on with his secretary. We had a huge fight about it. Finally, he just walked out. I just figured that he was at a hotel or with her.
That's exactly what she told me the morning I went to see her. The day you found Jeff's body.
Why did you go see her?
I needed money. I knew Jeff wouldn't lend me anymore, and his car wasn't in the driveway, and Dina's always been a soft touch. Don't look at me like that, Lieutenant. Gambling is an addiction. I'm not proud of it.
I gave him some breakfast. He was still eating when the call came, asking Jeff to come and identify the body that you thought was Jim. I knew right away what happened. I just talked him into impersonating his brother.
You knew about Jeff's will.
It wasn't the money. Jeff's sons can have the money. They can have the house. They can have the business for all I care. You know, Jim says that I'm a soft touch, and that's true. Do you know why, Lieutenant? It's because I love him. I have always, always loved him. The only reason Jeff married me was to take me away from Jim. I didn't know that at the time. I thought that Jeff was as kind and loving and thoughtful as Jim, but he wasn't. By the time I found that out, it was too late. So when Jeff had his accident, I just figured it was fate. Stepped in and changed both our lives.
You know, that still doesn't explain why they had to pretend that he was Jeff. You know, if they loved each other so much, why didn't they just tell the truth and go get married?
No, she said she didn't think they were hurting anybody. But since we found out, she's willing to give all the money up. She sounded sincere.
I hope she is. Because I intend to do everything in my power to give her the life she deserves. I had to come back here to fill out some final paperwork for the hospital. I thought I should come here and see you, too.
I don't know exactly what to say to you, Jim.
I know I've disappointed you, Dr. Sloan.
Disappoint's putting it mildly.
Well, please, let me try to explain. It's true, I've always envied my brother. I always thought that if I could just catch a break, I could be as big a success as he was. I thought it would never come. Well, this is my big break, Dr. Sloan. You understand that, don't you?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
I'm sorry to hear that. Our friendship always meant a lot to me.
You haven't found Jeff's surfboard yet, have you?
No, why?
According to the autopsy, he was killed by a blunt object, blow to the head. Now, if that was the surfboard, it might have some fingerprints on it.
We still have to find it.
If you don't find something soon, Jim's going to get away with murder.
Well, what'd you find, man? Whoa, wooden surfboard.
There's still a cop out there watching us.
Oh, they can't keep it up forever.
What do they expect us to do? Make a run for it?
You know, they're just trying to make us nervous. Let's just put it out of your mind, huh? We've got a business to run, right? Okay.
How's my time?
You're learning.
Dina, I couldn't have done this without you. You know that.
I couldn't have done it without you. And I don't think either of us should ever forget that.
You canvass everyone?
Every surfer I could find. Still no witnesses. Still no surfboard. Hey, is it true what I heard? The DA's office won't even prosecute him for fraud? I mean, they were keeping money from their rightful heirs.
That's barely been a week. Besides, they never filed a claim. DA says he'd never get a conviction. And he's probably right. Thanks. I'm sorry I wasted your time.
No problem. Wish I could have turned something up.
Hey, Amanda.
Hey.
You seen my dad?
Yeah, he has his infectious disease class today. What's up?
I think we may have gotten our break.
You found the surfboard.
Better, I found a mistake. A big one.
This is bordering on harassment, Lieutenant. We're trying to run a business here, and you keep interfering with our lives.
We haven't done anything illegal. Why don't you just leave us alone?
Sorry to call you down here like this, but sometimes questions pop up and we need answers. I'll try and make this fast.
What do you want to know?
You told me you didn't know that Jeff had been dead for 2 days.
That's right. We found out when we got the call from the hospital.
Well, maybe you can explain why we found Jim's beat-up Jeep in the parking lot at Sunset Cove.
I don't understand.
Well, if Jeff did die in his usual surfing spot, the Point Malibu, and then the current took his body up the coast to Sunset Cove, why was Jim's Jeep parked there instead of Jeff's SUV?
It's really very simple. See, once we realized what had happened, we picked up the SUV and left the Jeep instead. We figured that's where the body was found, so that's where the Jeep should be.
We thought that was the logical place. Of course, we didn't know about all that tidal action before we screwed up, that's all.
I can understand that. Maybe you can explain this for me, too. If you didn't park the Jeep at Sunset Cove until 2 days after Jeff's death, why was the parking lot ticket that we found underneath your windshield wiper time-stamped for the morning of the murder?
That was my idea. See, all county parking tickets look the same, so when we picked up Jeff's SUV at the parking lot down the coast, I slipped the parking ticket underneath the windshield wiper of Jim's Jeep. I guess we just made a mess of everything. Is that all?
You think you've got your bases all covered, don't you?
There are no bases to cover, Lieutenant. Can we please leave?
what the hell are you doing
May I
here?
come in?
Dina will be back in a minute.
No, she won't. I just saw her drive off, and we have some things to discuss.
Look, I can't get you your job back. I'm sorry.
I didn't come here begging for my job. I know you can't do a damn thing about that. Because you're not Jeff.
Oh, if you come here to blackmail me, you're too late. The police already know who I am, and it's not a crime to impersonate somebody. So,
I don't know, but do the police know that you started impersonating Jeff before anyone even knew he was dead? Yeah, remember? You came into the office 2 days before his body was found.
you're out of your mind.
Oh, no, I'm not. It's a simple phone call. 3 little numbers. You know what? I'm sure that someone at 911 will connect me with the Malibu police station when I tell them I'm reporting a murder. Want to find out?
Consuela? Consuela, would you come in here a minute, please?
Hey, what are you doing?
Exactly what you're doing. Consuela, you know Senora Deegan. I want you to remember that she came here today. She wants to extort money from me. You want to make your phone call now? Because nobody would ever believe you.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sloan. I really thought I had him there for a minute. But he said just what you said, that no one would believe my testimony.
Not your fault, Miss Deegan. It was worth a try. If he would have tried to make any kind of a deal with you, it would have been the first step in proving that he murdered his brother.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Over the years, I saw Jim come by the office maybe 5, 6 times. And Jeff would always refer to him as his stupid brother. I'm starting to think that Jeff underestimated him.
Oh, I think we all did.
Yeah.
Miss Deegan, thank you very, very much. Look, if you think of anything else at all, you can call me right here at the hospital.
Okay.
If I'm not in, call me on my cell phone. Something the matter?
Come to think of it, I do remember something else.
I was panicked when she walked in, but then it was like this great calm came over me, and I knew right away that she was bluffing, so I bluffed right back.
I am very proud of you.
I kept thinking, why couldn't I be this good in my poker playing days?
You start gambling again, sweetheart, they're gonna be 2 dead Briggs brothers.
Dina, I major league rolled the dice when I went in the water after Jeff. All that's out of my system. I swear it. I don't have to do it anymore.
Consuela. Well, you know, I really liked the man you were before, but I think I'm gonna love this man you're turning into. Consuela!
Are you expecting someone?
No.
Hi. We'd like to see Mr. and Mrs. Briggs, please.
Yes, come in.
Thank you.
This will not happen again, Lieutenant. We have consulted our lawyers, and they assure us we already have enough to sue you and the Los Angeles Police Department for malicious prosecution.
This is the last time we'll bother you, I promise.
We have just a few questions to ask. We're out of your hair for good. You have my word. You happen to have any coffee already made?
No. You're not our guest, and this isn't a social call, is it?
Okay, I'm trying to cut back anyway.
Earlier today, my dad and I had a talk with Jeff's secretary, Terry Deegan.
I don't know what she told you, but I wouldn't put too much stock in the stories of a secretary I had to fire a few days ago.
Oh, yeah, especially if they were uncorroborated. But she did have one thing she said she could corroborate.
Miss Deegan said she got a frantic call from one of Jeff's clients the morning he died. The client demanded to speak with Jeff, something about a change of concert dates.
Oh, that was Asia. This is no big surprise. She called Jeff 10 times a day, screaming about one thing or another.
Of course, she didn't speak to Jeff. He wasn't there. But she demanded to have his car phone number, which Miss Deegan explained was unlisted. He never gave it to anyone. But after about a 5-minute tirade, she finally capitulated and gave her the number.
Again, that doesn't surprise me.
What should surprise you, Mrs. Briggs, is that when Asia called the car phone number, she spoke with Jeff.
I don't understand.
Well, that's where we have a slight problem. The call came in at 11 a.m., which is a full hour after the time frame set by the autopsy for Jeff's death. So Asia couldn't possibly have talked to Jeff. I think she talked to you, Jim.
Which put you in Jeff's car 2 days before you said you picked it up. You were driving Jeff's car within an hour of the time he was murdered.
This is ludicrous. There are a lot of other possibilities here.
Such as?
Oh, off the top of my head, Jeff's body had been in the water for 2 full days. I don't think anyone would believe that an autopsy could be that precise. I mean, maybe he did die before 10 a.m., but maybe it was 11:15 after the phone call, or 12 o'clock. Nobody could possibly know for sure.
Even if Jeff did die before 10 a.m., that phone call doesn't prove that I spoke to Asia. It just proves that someone spoke to Asia.
You know, there's a very good reason you're having a hard time pinning Jeff's death on Jim. And that's because he didn't do it. Now, I would appreciate it if you kept your word and never bothered us again.
You know, Jim, you worked at the hospital for 6 years. We talked all the time. You taught me magic tricks. I thought you were a decent kind of a guy. Guess that proves I'm not as good a judge of character as I thought. Oh, Amanda told me she gave it back to you, the amulet.
Yes, with the effects.
You know, that amulet must have some kind of magical power.
No, Dr. Sloan, it's just an ordinary piece of metal on a chain.
Then how do you explain the photographs?
Photographs?
The autopsy photos of Jeff. The morning they brought him in from the water, he was wearing that amulet.
You know, I think we all know that, Mark.
Well, there's where the magic comes in. If you didn't murder Jeff that morning, how do you explain the fact that that amulet suddenly appeared around the neck of a dead man?
Dina.
Oh, my God.
You're the only one who could have put it there, Jim.
I'm sorry.
James Briggs, he had his right to remain silent.
Lieutenant, can I say goodbye to my wife first? Dina, the last few days they've been wonderful. I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. I love you.
I love you.
We had so many clues. The direction of the current, the surfer's knots, the fingerprints.
The parking lot tickets, the phone call to the car.
And all we needed was that amulet. And it was staring us right in the face the whole time. I don't know how we missed it. We're some team.
The Three Stooges.
Yeah, don't say that.
And if you hadn't put that amulet back on.
Oh, old habits die hard.
Sure do.
Speaking of which, I have some time off, and the surf report said there's a big swell coming up. I'm going to grab my wetsuit and my board and catch some waves.
Listen, be careful out there. You know the currents are running
south to north.
Right.
Right.
Take care of those surfer's knots.
You want to see something?
Yeah.
What's this?
Hey, you got it. The miser's dream.
Is that slick? What's this?
Good. Oh, you don't got it.
Well, I don't have it.
Right, sure, get it. Just relax.
Well, that's, yeah. See, I get all.
Come on.
Excuse me,
Excuse us.
we got a silver dollar over there. You get it? Okay, they're hard to come by. That's the real thing.
Here, try
Okay,
again.
you ready? Can you move?
So give him the hold. Free the hold. Up there, down and clocker those mockers.
I left Sophie this morning.
Why?
Why do you think? So I could be with you.
I'm married.
Oh, believe me, Sin, there's plenty of money to go around. Just tell Richard the marriage is over. We'll move in together. And there'll be no more sneaking around.
Come on, my marriage isn't about money. I love Richard.
Yeah, but what about us?
Ethan. You're great. You're the best. You're so much fun. Doesn't mean I want to leave my husband. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh.
Cynthia, you mean everything to me.
Ooh, flatterer.
Oh, dear! Oh, dear! Hey, get out of here!
Ethan!
You want to go to jail?
Ethan, Foster, get in here!
You afraid of the neighbors?
What is wrong with you?
I am just sick and tired of that bum.
Look. Richard will be home any minute, okay? He'll take care of it. Come on. You gotta go.
I love you.
I know. Go. Go. Go.
Hey. Sorry, buddy, but you're gonna have to take it somewhere else, okay?
Guru, Roy, Diane.
Well, Roy, you're gonna have to find a better place to camp. No. Look, I'm really sorry, but you're creating a problem.
No, you're Enrich.
I'm not even a boy named Sue, okay?
Father Seton will kill you.
Don't threaten me. Hey,
Father Seton will kill you.
That's it. Stay away from my house, all right?
Enrich! Father Seton will kill you. Enrich! Father
Come on,
Seton
back.
Come on.
Okay.
Father Seton! Father Seton! I'm not Enrich.
Good. What is your name?
Sol Agnew Gore.
It's 2 vice presidents and bipartisan to boot. You know, I'm impressed. Has a doctor ever put you on medication?
Jesse, could I see you for a minute?
Get out of my head!
George?
Help me. Help me. Father Seton wants to kill.
I take it that guy was a patient here before.
Not a patient, a student, and a brilliant one.
It's hard to imagine him as a doctor.
Harder to imagine he'd turn out the way he did. George had such a wonderful, creative mind. You know, I remember one day I was teaching, and George raised his hand, started talking. He wasn't making any sense at all. And I thought it was me. I didn't understand his thinking. Then he started talking about voices in his head, and it was the beginning of schizophrenia.
Couldn't you get him to agree to hospitalization?
We got him into treatment, all right, but he just walked right out of the hospital.
Never came back.
Well, Steve and I found him wandering around the beach at Venice, and we persuaded him to come back into treatment.
And then?
Well, you know, pharmacology wasn't as sophisticated as this today. He complained that the medication made him groggy, made his mouth twitch.
Tardive dyskinesia.
Exactly.
And you couldn't get a 5150?
Well, he wasn't showing any violent symptoms at all, so we couldn't hold him involuntarily. So the third time he turned down treatment, we had to let him go. Couldn't do anything about it.
Cynthia told me you left your wife. How's Elliot taking this? Well, he's 14 and furious.
Are you sure you can't stick it out until he gets to college?
I don't think it's a little too late for that now.
Are you sure?
Well, what about you?
What about me?
If Richard had a fling, would you forgive him?
Richard doesn't have flings.
No, supposing.
Oh. Well, I guess you don't know the answer to that till it happens.
It's not a worry, believe me.
What about you? If Cynthia had an affair, would you forgive her?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it would depend on the circumstances.
I did the unpardonable. I fell in love.
Wow. Is this woman in love with you?
I thought she was.
She's a happily married woman, this lady, isn't she?
How can you possibly know that?
Oh, well, see, now, a single woman would be thrilled to have Ethan's announcement, but a married woman would choose a married man because a married man is safe.
Oh, great. So to me, she's the love of my life. To her, I'm merely low risk.
Yeah, but why would a happily married woman have an affair?
Oh, come on. Change. A little excitement.
Taste of the forbidden.
Well, I must lead a very sheltered life then.
I'm not going to suggest you do what I did, Richard, but I gotta tell you, the sex was great.
What are you gonna do now?
Get on my knees and beg.
Well, that's great. I think Sophie will listen.
He's not talking about Sophie, are you?
No, I'm going to tell my married friend that I love her so much. I'm willing to continue the affair on her terms.
Well, she should tell you to go straight to hell. But when you say it like that, she just might say yes, Ethan.
Mark.
Oh, good. Jesse, would you take that?
Yeah, sure.
And this.
Huh?
And this. There it is.
There, what is?
Well, it's hot in here. I was trying to figure out why I had the only office in the hospital that wasn't air conditioned.
What do you want me to do with these?
Just put them in empty space someplace. Oh, that stink. Uh-oh. Well, that'll do it.
What are these for?
Oh, I found an old crossword book of mine, which is why I bought all these dictionaries last time I was trying to do them.
Maybe I could help.
You do crosswords? I got one here for you. Try this on for size. Musician of many words, 8 letters. The middle 2 letters are D and H.
Sondheim. Stephen Sondheim.
Of course. I was trying to think of a syllable that started in DH.
Like Dharma, the Hindu principle that rules the universe.
That's right, that starts with DH.
Jodhpurs?
You're very good.
It's just a quirk or a trick. I don't know. It's a talent I have, I guess.
Not faster than I am. Did you want something?
Yeah. Dr. Burke said that George is stable and he's ready to release him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so maybe you can go talk to him.
Well, he's not going to listen to me.
I don't want you to say a word. Just listen.
Sophie.
No, not one word, or I won't be able to get through this. Elliot's a mess. He can't understand what you're doing, neither can I. So I'm making a one-time offer. Tell me it's over. Come back home. We won't ever have to speak of this again.
What makes you think I want to come back?
You have a son.
What good is it going to do him to have a miserable father?
Since when did I make you miserable?
Since I found out what it's like to be in love.
Who is she? Who broke up my
What
marriage?
difference does it make? We never loved each other anyway.
You married me. Oh, you bastard.
I had money. You had looks. That's not love. It's just enough.
I'm gonna make you pay for this.
Hello.
You alone?
No.
I seem to have an extra pair of tickets for Aida tonight. Care to join me?
Let me check with Richard.
Who's that?
Ethan has an extra ticket to Aida.
Is that the one where they're sealed in the cave and use up all the air by singing?
Yes, it's a beautiful love story. Mwah.
Go.
You sure you don't mind?
Let's see. Ethan gets a friend when he needs one. I get to stay home. And you get to go see that ridiculous opera. Sounds like a great deal to me.
We're on.
He doesn't know a thing, does he?
Nope. Say, listen, I have to be at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Why don't you pick me up there at 6? Yeah? I'll see you then. Goodbye.
So the police didn't press any charges.
They hardly ever do in cases like this.
Well, then maybe we can have him arrested.
What for?
I don't know. Disturbing the peace.
Well, he spent a couple of days in jail. That doesn't sound good to me.
He's just gonna be back out on the streets again.
If I can just get him to stay. George.
No.
You don't even know what I'm going to ask you yet.
No.
George, if you could just stay a few days, we can adjust your medication.
No.
You could have some clean clothes, nice bed.
It may be too late.
Too late for what?
Father Seaton is going to do something terrible.
Sorry.
Is that who I think it is?
Yeah, George Lawson. Could have been a great doctor.
One-eyed mule. Alien jumping!
me so bad.
The worst.
Okay, come for a drink, huh?
Richard? Richard, Ethan with us. What is that?
No.
What is
Come on. I'll call the cops. Come on.
Mr. Lawson? Take it easy. Mr. Lawson, I need to ask you a few questions.
You're Eli. Eli, the cop.
I'm Lieutenant Steve Sloan. Dr. Mark Sloan is my dad. You saw him at the hospital yesterday? You remember? May I look in your bag?
Demon Truth.
Are these yours, Mr. Lawson? Is this knife yours?
Father Seton. Demon Truth. Father Seton. Demon Truth. Father Seton.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lawson. Put your hands behind your back, please. Mr. Lawson, I'm placing you under arrest. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Father Seton did it. Father Seton. Father Seton. Carl Mason. Carl Mason.
George, I'm Dr. Jesse Travis. I've treated you here before.
Where's Carl Mason?
Jesse, this man needs to be put in lockup.
Okay, not until we get him stabilized. Take Dr. Burke and tell him you need him in the ER. Stat.
Connie Mint. Connie Mint.
Stay with him in the ER.
George? Believe the Tin Men icon.
George, I'd like to believe you. I don't know what you're saying.
Let's go.
What happened?
Just a second, Dad. Look, take down anything he says, no matter how little sense it makes.
What happened?
It looks like one of your former students may have committed a murder.
No. Are you sure?
We found him on a beach right outside of the crime scene.
Who was it?
The victim's name is Richard Fielding.
How do I know that name?
He's the homeowner that called the cops on George Dawson 2 nights ago, naming premeditation.
If we could just have found a way to commit George, it might never have happened.
Dad, you can't blame yourself.
Is that what I tell Richard Fielding's widow?
Dad, sometimes people just slip through the cracks of the system.
A man's dead. I failed a patient and a student. Can't just rack that up to the system. Let it go at that.
You have my cell number. Please do not disturb the widow. You can call me about any details.
Thank you.
They have to do an autopsy before releasing the body to the funeral home. As soon as they do, I'll finalize all the arrangements.
Oh, thank God you're here. How do women handle this on their own?
That's something you'll never have to worry about.
I thought he was just a harmless drunk.
Yeah, well, we all did.
George, you know what happened?
I didn't take my medicine.
And then what?
Drank West Crop.
What does West Crop mean, George?
West Crop. It means West Crop. You know, it's another word for pine chew.
Tell me something, George. Do you know what a knife is for?
Cutting.
Cutting what?
People. Doctors cut people to heal them.
And were you healing Richard Fielding when you cut him?
I didn't cut him.
Who did?
Father Seton.
Father Seton used a knife to kill.
George, is Father Seton in your head?
Sometimes. Like you, like him, like any itch.
Hey, how is he?
Well, now that we got him on meds, he's stabilized.
Well, bad news is, since he's stable, he can be moved to jail.
Jail? He should be institutionalized.
Yeah, well, that's the worst news. George just admitted that he understands that a knife is a lethal weapon. So by today's standards, that means he can be tried and found guilty of murder.
Whatever happened to not guilty by reason of insanity?
Well, that went out when Hinckley shot Reagan. We're tough on crime these days. By any medical definition, George is a dysfunctional, disorganized, paranoid schizophrenic. By today's legal definition, George is sane.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, well, crazy is neither a medical or legal term.
What about George's own private language?
Well, it's just that. You know, there are identical twins that have a private language. That doesn't make them insane. Is anyone else here cold?
Why is it with modern technology, everything is either too hot or too cold?
Too young or too terribly old?
Maybe that's it.
What, Cole Porter?
No, maybe George is speaking in rhyming slang. Like when a Cockney calls his keys dancing fleas.
Yeah? What would rhyme with Father Seton, then?
Fields of Eden? Not that helps us.
Rhyming slang doesn't have to be direct. Take lemon, for example. In Cockney, lemon means girlfriend.
Lemon and girlfriend don't rhyme.
Yeah, exactly. But lemon is short for lemon curd, which rhymes with bird, which in British slang means young, attractive woman, which can take you to girlfriend.
That's impenetrable.
Yeah, but not to a Cockney. I bet you that George's language is perfectly understandable to him.
Jesse, didn't Steve say he was having an officer take down everything that George said?
Yeah. Do you want me to see if I can go make sense of it?
Yeah. Yeah, if this slang rhyming thing works, we might have a hope of saving George.
Sounds like a stretch to me. You know, Mark, you should really get someone to fix that.
Yeah, I know it. Old hospital.
Mr. Foster, I'm looking for Cynthia.
She's not home.
Now, maybe we could come in and talk to you for a minute, then? This is Ethan Foster. He was here when Cynthia's husband's body was found. This is Dr. Jesse Travis.
Hi. I was hoping I could speak with Cynthia for a moment.
She's not comfortable staying here. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know where she's staying?
Yes.
The address.
Oh, Ocean Shores.
Isn't that where you told me you were staying?
What are you implying, Detective?
Nothing. Did you get to the room next to yours?
Actually, I found her an apartment suite in the luxury wing.
Sounds like you guys were close.
When my wife and I were living together, we were over here all the time.
Yeah. Hey, that homeless guy, do you ever see him around here?
Why?
Well, you know, he seems to be saying a lot of things that don't make sense, and I've got this theory. See, I think that he's speaking in code, and if you or Cynthia can remember any particular phrases or words, then maybe I can crack it. The code, that is.
And do what? Get him off?
We're just trying to find out exactly what happened.
We know what happened. He killed Richard. Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, I have a long list of things Cynthia wants me to bring her.
She must really trust you.
Isn't that the definition of a friend? How did you get in here?
I'm your wife. I showed them ID. They gave me a key.
That won't happen again.
It won't have to. Believe me, I have no intention of coming back here to where you humiliated me.
What are you doing, Sophie?
Following you. Did you know that you can see our opera seats from the side loge?
Oh, you and Cynthia were so sweet, nuzzling necks as Radames and Aida sang their farewells. Tell me, did Cynthia know you'd murdered her husband just hours before?
The police have Richard's killer in custody, sweetheart.
No, dear. The police have the man you framed in custody. You know, you never were a very good listener, Ethan. Now, I want you to try very hard to actually hear what I'm saying. I followed you from here. I saw Richard let you into the house. I saw you kill him.
Why haven't you gone to the cops?
We have a son. If knowing that you're a murderer has made me as sick as I am, and I am very sick now, Ethan, what would it do to him? No, Elliot is never going to know that his father is a murderer. He's not going to have to live with that.
That's a very wise decision.
My silence comes with a price.
That kind of undercuts the sanctimonious rage, but go ahead. You have my undivided attention.
That's a first.
Just tell me what it's going to cost.
Everything. The house, bank accounts, the stocks your partners draw. Everything.
Or else what? You go to the police, you do that, it'll be a media circus, go on for months. Is that what you want for Elliot? You said it yourself. He'll spend the rest of his life on a psychiatrist's couch. Are you really going to do that to your son?
I don't have to go to the police. The only person I need to tell is Cynthia.
You know, Jesse's right. How many women do you know who would let a man pack their clothes?
I agree. But even if there was something going on between Cynthia and Ethan, it doesn't mean...
Hey, break it up. Oh, you lousy bastard. It makes more sense than what he calls most people. Now let him go.
It's who you are!
Don't start.
What is he, crazy? A non-functional schizophrenic of the disorganized type?
George, you just gave a complete medical description of your condition.
So?
Well, all those other words, what are they? Code?
It's how my voice speaks. In my head. The voice in my head. I have to talk like my voice.
Or what?
Bad things, bad things. He is crazy.
Just leave him alone, okay?
George, we've checked with the Catholic Diocese, the Greek Orthodox Diocese. There's no Father Seton in Los Angeles.
Father Seton kills.
Are you Father Seton?
No!
Is Father Seton the name of the voice in your head that tells you what to say?
No, that's Dominic Yavi.
One last question, George. Were Cynthia and Ethan having an affair?
They were true Alders.
Is that a rhyme, Alders lovers?
That's a terrible rhyme.
No, no, no.
George, if you just help us understand.
I know. You're an almond cork roast. You're an almond cork roast.
Rhymes with toast.
You all right? I hope you two will forgive me, but there's really no polite way to put this. Were you having an affair?
Yes. There's no point in trying to hide it anymore, I guess. What difference does it make anyway?
Did your husband know?
I really don't see
Richard
how...
was, very naive about these things. Almost made it too easy.
You make it kind of sound like a game.
It was. A stupid game.
Don't say that.
Ethan, every time I look at you, I think I could have been spending that afternoon with Richard.
You couldn't keep your hands off of me.
That's what it's about. That's what it's all about. Look, I know in time you're hoping that I'm going to fall in love with you. Don't. Okay? Excuse me.
Would you please leave us alone?
I take it the romance was not a game to you.
I hope you're satisfied.
Hi, Michelle. I've got to do an evil room machine. Help! Help! Heat shock! Talent Union sale!
What's going on?
He's the French and Meg! Try the Amco!
Get me a medic, fast!
Not the bin rag.
Got time for your gibberish now. I need a medic. Is anybody coming?
He's not in her bag. Not breathing.
Yeah, I can see that. Medic!
No time. He'll die. Your fault. Knife.
Oh, no. No chance.
He'd die.
Hope I can do this.
Here. In the bar.
Yeah. Guess we could all use a drink.
Evil hell. Evil hell.
Hey, great shot, son. What do you say? How about a little one-on-one? Come on.
I missed.
Look, I know you're mad at me. Things aren't exactly great for me right now. The least you can do is listen to me.
The least you can do is get off my property. Elliot, go inside.
You gotta let me talk to the boy.
You don't get it, do you? You have no place here. When I said everything, I meant it.
Elliot's not a piece of property.
Elliot is not going to have anything to do with you. I get sole custody, Ethan. Is that clear? And don't even think about fighting it. Because if the court asks for a reason why you're unfit to have custody of the boy, I will give them one.
You are taking this too far, Sophie.
Let me take it farther. If you show up here again, I'll call the cops. And I won't be talking about a restraining order.
Dad, you still trying to fix that AC?
Yeah, I thought maybe if I covered half this vent up, it'd work. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Second pile, third book.
What?
Third book down.
I got it.
Modern anagrams.
How'd you know?
Know what?
Well, anagrams. George is speaking in anagrams.
Anagrams?
Yeah, anagrams. You know, when you take the letters from words and make other words out of them. Well, Mark said that George called him an almond cork roast the other day.
So?
So, I ran it through the computer. Almond cork roast.
You can do anagrams on a computer?
Oh, yeah. It takes the computer about 12 seconds, what it would take me hours to do.
And what does your computer tell you that the almond cork roast means?
Dr. Mark Sloan.
And Father Seton must be an anagram, too.
Yeah, for Ethan Foster.
George wasn't raving. He was naming the killer.
How kind of you to make a house call, Dr. Sloan.
Well, not really too kind, Father Seton.
I'm sorry, what did you call me?
Well, not me, George Lawson. George kept insisting that somebody named Father Seton murdered Richard. It turns out that Father Seton is an anagram for Ethan Foster.
Oh, great. So a madman's anagram means I'm guilty of murder.
Well, I mean, there's a few other things, too, like the knife. For instance, it had been wiped clean of fingerprints But not of the blood. Now, why would somebody do that?
I really don't understand how crazy people think.
Well, I don't think it's that crazy, really. I think it was a deliberate attempt to frame George for a murder that you committed. I'll tell you about George's clothes.
I'm sure you will.
Well, George refused to wear clean hospital garments. In fact, when he was arrested, he was wearing the same soiled clothes he wore the first time he was brought in.
Well, clothes do make the man, don't they?
Or unmake him, perhaps. See, George would have had to put on new clothes to commit the murder and then change back again. Now, that doesn't fit his delusional pattern at all.
Well, try this. It's really uncomfortable to sleep in blood-soaked clothing.
Well, isn't it odd that you would know that? And also, this question of the entry. The glass in the sliding door was broken, but the front door was unlocked, which led the police to believe that Richard had let the killer in himself, which is something he'd do for a friend, but hardly anybody he'd had a fight with 2 nights before.
You know, so far, I've only heard reasons why George didn't do this. I haven't heard word one about me.
You know, I had my son run your license plate through the computer records. Uh-huh. And you got a parking violation that afternoon in Malibu.
I promised to pay the fine.
So I thought you were picking up Cynthia in Beverly Hills.
Yes, I did that. After I left Malibu.
Uh-huh. Did you see Richard that afternoon in Malibu?
I don't recall.
Well, a neighbor might. You know, now that we know who we're asking about, the police are going to canvass the neighborhood. You sure somebody didn't see you on the beach that afternoon with George Lawson?
What do you think they saw?
You planting evidence. And of course, forensics are going to re-examine the knapsack George was carrying, too.
Is this supposed to frighten me?
It really should. Because believe me, the next time I knock on your door, I want to be with my son, and we'll be here to arrest you. And that'll be the last time that you open your own door again.
George identified Ethan's photograph.
We know Ethan Foster is guilty.
Yeah, but we can't prove it, Dad. This is an election year. The DA needs somebody he can prosecute.
You said he'd be willing to put an innocent man on trial?
All we've got is speculation and a suicide. And it might be able to talk him into accepting a plea of insanity.
But then poor George would be institutionalized for the rest of his life.
At least to be getting treatment.
But the thing is, he would know he was being incarcerated for something he didn't do.
You gotta admit, it's not good.
There must be something we can do.
With Ethan Foster dead, I don't know what that could be.
They said I might find you here.
Oh, God, Sophie, I just heard.
Are you blaming yourself?
You knew.
And you didn't.
I am so sorry.
Little late, don't you think?
Yes. I feel terrible.
Oh, you'll feel worse in a moment.
You have to believe me, I never thought he would kill himself.
Of course you didn't. Just like you never thought he'd kill your husband.
What?
Your lover killed your husband.
Why?
To be with you told you you'd feel worse. Ethan loved you so very much.
This is a nightmare.
What were you thinking? That you were having a harmless little fling?
Yeah, that's all it was.
Well, 2 men are dead, thanks to your little adventure. Your husband and mine. Oh, I bet it doesn't feel so harmless anymore, does it?
You have to believe me. I didn't know.
Well, it's not your testimony that's important, Mrs. Fielding. What I need is Mrs. Foster's cooperation.
You'll never get that. Look, if I have to, I will get on the witness stand myself. I cannot live with the idea of an innocent man being convicted.
And say what?
Everything. Everything that Sophie told me.
It's hearsay. It's inadmissible in a court of law.
Well, then what if I say Ethan told me?
Well, that would be fine if it were true. A dying man's declaration is an exemption to the hearsay rule, but you just told me that Ethan didn't confess.
What difference does that make?
It's called perjury.
Are you sure I can't give you a hand?
Oh, thank you, Dr. Sloan, but I can manage.
You know, I think we should discuss this inside.
Anything you want to say, you can say out here.
Mrs. Foster, I know terrible things happened, and I know you were no party to them. I'm here to beg you to come forward.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I have a son, Dr. Sloan. He knows his father committed suicide. Do you have any idea what that means?
Yes, I do. It means he's at much greater risk to commit suicide later in his own life.
I can't allow things to get any worse for my son. He is never going to know his father is a murderer.
Even if it means an innocent man goes to jail?
That's not my concern. I only care about my son. Hey! Hey!
I'm afraid you need to go back now, George.
How dare you? What are you doing with my son?
Mom, I was just hanging out with my friends.
What are they saying to you?
That man needs help, Mom.
Come on, man.
He's homeless, he's sick, and he's been accused of murder.
It's none of your concern.
There's this woman, and she knows that he didn't do it. She can prove it, but she won't.
Did it ever occur to you that this woman might have her own reasons for keeping quiet?
What are you talking about?
What if this woman, what if she's afraid for her own child?
I don't understand.
What if she doesn't want to cause her own son pain?
Mom, if I were that kid, I'd rather feel the worst pain in the world than discover that I was responsible for an innocent man's conviction.
You haven't told him, have you?
No.
Told me what? Told me what?
I hope you're right, that this is the right thing, Dr. Sloan. Come on.
But you haven't seen Barbara himself? Listen, Cheryl, something just came up. Could you stand on alone for a couple of more hours? Call me if anything happens. Mrs. Foster, if you have something you want to tell me.
George, I'm going to try you on some of the new atypical antipsychotics. I want you to take those. If you just stay here in the hospital, we could monitor your side effects.
No, it hurts.
What, the new drugs hurt you?
No, the pale shot. You know, me in this place, this hospital.
Oh, yeah, well, you once spent a lot of time in this hospital.
That's why.
You come and see me, won't you? And let me know how you're doing.
You could come see me.
Absolutely.
Hey, Doc. Not you. The other doc.
Me?
Yeah, Dr. Demento. Thank you for saving my life.
You called me doctor.
Man, I don't know what kind of demons you've been chasing, but I gotta tell you, I'm real glad I got locked up with a doctor.
Well, that's...
What, George?
First time I've been called doctor.
To me, you're the best.
You, been released, have you, Brad?
Yeah, they only had me on a drunk and disorderly. What about you, Doc? You gonna be okay?
Well, I don't know. Some days are good. Some days not so good.
Yeah, tell me about it. See ya.
Doug Locke, Dr. Sloan. Speed dog.
Doug Luck. Doug Luck. Good luck. Speed dog, Godspeed. Same to you, George. Doctor?
Bad MVA. Awake but disoriented. Blood pressure's 90/50, pulse 124. No evidence of facial trauma, just abdomen and knee. You got 1.5 liters in the rig.
Acute abdomen. Let's get him into surgery. Stat.
Look all OR.
Jesse?
BP is 90/50, acute abdomen. We're gonna set up an OR1.
Sorry, son. You were in a car accident. You'll be fine.
All right, watch his arm.
He's okay. He lacerated his spleen, but we were able to take care of it through the scope.
You were in there so long.
Well, you know, his right knee didn't look too good, so I figured as long as we were in there, we should scope it. So I fixed it. He'll need to spend a few days in physical therapy, but otherwise, he's gonna be fine. I tell you, between the VIP nurse's treatment and the Demerol, he's gonna get himself a good night's sleep. I suggest you go home and do the same.
Yeah, I think it will. You staying?
Yeah, just 1 cup of coffee.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll be going.
Oh, hey, by the way, those are great-looking shoes.
Yeah, I got another pair just like them at home.
Stromycin?
You're giving all the samples away to indigent patients again.
That's why you gave them to me in the first place.
I thought I was supposed to be the salesman around here.
You know, you never did give me an answer.
About what?
When can we have lunch?
Tomorrow.
Hey, you're on.
Isn't that the drug rep from Zentex Pharmaceutical?
Yeah, Robin Hilton. She's kind of cute, huh?
Yeah.
Did you check in on Steve?
Yeah, he's still sleeping. Doing pretty well, though. Zentex is in the middle of some trials for a new cancer drug. Aren't they Lexamide?
Yep.
didn't I hear that you invested a bunch in the stocks for Zentex?
A bunch? On layman's terms, yeah, you could say a bunch, but the actual technical term is truckload.
Well, Jesse, no offense, but isn't that just a little bit like insider trading?
Insider trading? No, that's not insider trading.
Let me get this straight. You take kind of cute Robin lunch, and you find out how the clinical trials are going on the new miracle drug. You determine how many truckloads of stock you're going to buy based on the information that Robin gives you. Now, isn't that just a little bit like insider trading?
Not at all. No, not at all. First of all, pharmaceutical stock analysts follow the trials and report through the media. All right, so anybody with any interest in these trials can hear about them on the evening news.
Well, that's right. Dan Rather talks about Lexamide every night.
Secondly, we won't know the final verdict on Lexamide until the FDA announces it publicly. Until then, everyone has an equal chance to buy Zentex stock now or later. I'm just betting that the trials are going to be successful.
Based on information you get from the drug rep.
Yeah, and Dr. Hart, who happens to be a very good friend of mine. And, you know, besides, I follow up on all the patient's progress myself. It's not insider trading. It's more like standing on the outside, peeking in through the door trading.
I need backup. There's been a murder. They were struggling over something, and then, wait a minute, they knocked over a bottle of something. It was red or orange on that wall, right? They must have cleaned it off somehow.
Steve.
Look, the doctor had a knife. Look, I'm telling you, I saw them as clearly as I'm seeing you now.
You sure it wasn't a dream?
Look, the patient was in that bed. The doctor was fighting with him. It was no dream.
It must have been the Demerol.
What are you saying? I was hallucinating?
Well, that happens sometimes. Post-op medications can interact.
I had a patient who thought she saw a soccer game going on in her room.
It seems so real.
For what it's worth, Steve, nobody's been in this room since you were admitted last night.
You just take it easy and take care of yourself and get better. I brought you a shaving kit and that Robert Craze novel you were reading.
Thanks.
Important thing is to get you off to physical therapy right now. We gotta keep that knee flexible.
Knee?
Oh, yeah, you tore a meniscus. Jesse had to fix it.
You let him come near me with a knife?
Just be grateful I took that sports medicine seminar in Denver last year.
Grateful doesn't begin to express how I feel.
You know, I could have gone to an asthma conference in Bora Bora.
Yeah, but the skiing is not nearly as good there, huh?
You know, you help a guy out, you make sure that he's gonna walk again, and this is the thanks you get.
Steve Sloan?
Yes.
Hi. Robert Timmons. I'll be helping you with your rehab. We say we get started with a couple easy stretches.
Steve, I leave you in good hands.
I'm really sorry to tell you about your husband.
It happened rather suddenly. I mean, I stopped in to see him around 8, and his vital signs were normal. But then at the next shift,
I was on duty when he took a turn for the worse.
I see.
We gave him high doses of antibiotics. We couldn't turn it around.
Well, I guess I better... I just wasn't expecting...
is there someone that we can call for you, or...
No. Well, I guess I better make some arrangements or something. Oh, my coat. I left it in Edgar's room last night.
I'll get it for you.
Thank you. It's a red cashmere.
Mrs. Wellers, I know you and your husband were having a tough time. I just want to say that.
I know. He was so awful, wasn't he? You know, my Aunt Pongi always used to say, we all have a purpose in life, even if it is just to serve as a horrible example.
I'm sorry. I don't know about that.
Oh, I didn't mean you. I'm sure you did everything you could. Well, I guess I better call some funeral homes.
Hey, Walter, how's it going?
Hey, just lost one of our trial subjects. Lexamide trials.
What?
When?
Just a couple of hours ago. I was just talking to his wife.
Oh, man.
When he was 64, he had colon cancer. And the Lexamide was beginning to make a difference. I mean, his CEA was coming down.
Not soon enough, huh?
Well, it wasn't the tumor that got him. He was in septic shock.
You know the source of the infection?
No. But it looked like staph in the gram stain. I mean, his fever spiked in the middle of the night. By the time the resident called her, it was too late.
Widow take it pretty hard?
I heard them fighting last night when I was on my rounds. I mean, you'd think, since he had died, that she might feel a little, you know, bad.
She doesn't.
Who can figure people, huh? Well, when I make my report to the FDA, they'll probably want to start the protocol over for a new patient. And we've got a long waiting list, so it shouldn't take too long. It's just, if he wasn't taking the Lexamide, he probably would have succumbed to the cancer by now anyway, but still, you think you're going to give someone a few more years.
Tanya, would you send this to Dr. Sloan with one of my buck slips, please?
Thank you.
Dr. Zimmerman to recovery. Dr. Zimmerman to recovery staff.
Tanya, let me see Steve Sloan's chart again.
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay, it doesn't say which aide brought him up from the emergency room.
I'm pretty sure it was Rocky.
I need to talk to him. Do you have any idea where he might be?
I'll check.
What are you doing?
Oh, hi. Probably nothing. What's all that?
Oh, I asked your captain if I could bring these over. These are your unsolved cases.
Were you worried I'm going to have a little too much extra time in my hands?
No, you know, I got to thinking that maybe this thing you saw, the murder,
The hallucination?
maybe in some way it's related to a case you were working on, and that's why it was so real to you.
You thought that if I took a look at some of my old cases, I'd realize which one was making me hallucinate.
Maybe.
Look, Dad, I appreciate what you're doing, but I didn't make this up. The man was killed in this room. They knocked something over when they were fighting. There was a stain on that wall.
How about a John Doe strangled in Griffith Park? Two gang members in a knife fight.
Yep.
Well, according to the witnesses, they had their baseball caps on backwards. Now, a baseball cap on backwards could look like a scrub cap. Steve? Steve? What's the matter?
The TV's wrong.
What TV?
The TV in the room where the murder took place was on the left side of the door. This one's on the right.
Listen, you're supposed to be resting. It's gonna get better if you don't rest.
There it is. That's it.
I spoke to the aide who brought you down from recovery, and he said that he placed you in this room for a couple of hours until your room was ready.
And that's when I saw the murder.
All right, just for the sake of argument, let's say there was a murder.
No, Mark, I did the autopsy on Edgar Wellers, and he died of an overwhelming staph sepsis, a very resistant strain.
No knife wounds.
No knife wounds.
Still, it's very strange. You know, Steve thinks he sees a murder, and in fact, a patient dies in that very room. And what about the betadine all over the wall?
Hey, I spoke to Dr. Hart.
What do you say?
Well, apparently Wellers was in the middle of a pretty ugly divorce. She wanted him to break off the prenups, but he refused. And if they had gotten divorced, well, she would have walked away with a very small settlement.
And now that he's dead.
Yeah, she gets everything. You know, Hart also said that during his rounds last night, he heard the two of them fighting in Edgar's room.
I suppose if he did get physical, one of them could have knocked that bottle of betadine against the wall.
Guys, Wellers died of a staph infection.
What time is my physical diagnosis class this afternoon?
4.
That gives me plenty of time.
Plenty of time for what?
Oh, you wouldn't happen to have Mrs. Weller's address, would you? There is no harm in covering all the bases.
Hi, musicians?
Beg pardon?
Are you the musicians?
Oh, no, I'm Dr. Mark Sloan from Community General Hospital. May I talk to you for a moment?
About what?
Won't take long.
Sure, come on in.
I'm very sorry about your loss.
Yeah, well, trying not to dwell on it. Can I fix you a drink?
No, no, thank you. This is a little bit awkward. You were in the hospital, I believe, the night your husband died.
Yes.
Did you by any chance have a fight that night?
My husband and I fought every day we were married. Why would the last day be any different?
Oh. Do you think you threw anything at each other?
Throw anything? No, we argued, but...
Well, do you think you could have thrown or knocked over a bottle of betadine that might have splashed on the wall?
No, he was laying in bed. We yelled at each other, I left, and I came back in the morning and he was gone. What is this all about?
Well, some questions have come up about Edgar's death. You know, it probably doesn't mean anything, but would you allow us to perform a second autopsy, just to be sure?
Sure. You want him? He's all yours.
Oh, you had him,
Cremated? Yeah, this morning. Well, I'm expecting some people in a few minutes, for the wake.
Yes.
You're welcome to stay if you'd like.
Oh, thank you, but no.
Gracias.
What took you so long?
Don't be so sure of yourself. Could have been somebody else wheeling themselves into your room.
I don't know anybody else that's obsessing over a murder that never took place.
Keep thinking about that knife.
Me too. No knife wounds. Take a look for yourself. I've gone over the toxicology screen again. Antibiotics, pain medication, a sedative, the Lexamide. The only thing out of the ordinary is the fact that the staph infection traveled so quickly.
There is some bruising.
Perfectly normal. Patients who are very ill do bruise around their injection sites.
What about this?
What?
Right there, is that something?
Well, that could be a tear. Sometimes when a patient moves too suddenly during an injection, the skin does tear due to the needle. It's not that uncommon.
A syringe.
That's what I said.
He was stabbed with a syringe. But you said the infection spread quickly, right?
Well, yes, it had to have been a very virulent strain, one resistant to antibiotic treatment.
Could it have been injected? Look, here's what I think happened. The guy I saw in Weller's room injected him with a sedative that knocked him out, and then a highly concentrated dose of staph infection to kill him.
So now you're saying we have doctors roaming the halls killing people?
I'm not saying that.
What are you saying?
You have various strains of staph in your infectious disease lab right here. Who would have had access to them?
May I see the sign-in sheet from last night, please?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
That doesn't look like a hospital issue.
A. Wellers, 9:15 p.m.
His wife?
I really find it hard to believe that any of our technicians would sign some stranger into the lab without seeing identification.
It wasn't even a signature, really. It was printed. I mean, anybody could have printed her name.
There's still the matter of the red threads, too.
Now, both Dr. Hart and Dr. Walker confirmed that Ashley was wearing a red cashmere coat the night of the murder.
Yeah, I like her for this, guy. She seems to be perfect for it. But without a signature or a definite match on the coat, we don't have enough for an arrest. Sushi, anyone?
Where'd you disappear to?
Oh, I was out doing a little bit of research.
Where are the two guys from Osaka?
There and a few other places. Gentleman's Request, June 1990. The Nurses of Gentleman's Request. Take a look.
Thanks, but I still have my novel to finish.
I think you'd want to take a look at the centerfold.
Man, this is so unlike you.
Whoa, Ashley Nelson, registered nurse, Community General Hospital?
Nelson was a nurse at this hospital?
You think you'd remember someone like her?
Well, if she was dressed like that, maybe I would.
Okay, so this must have been before she married Edgar Wellers.
Yeah, she was on private duty after his first heart attack.
Well, with a body like that, I'm surprised she didn't give him another one.
How'd you find out about that?
I went to see Dr. Hart. He seemed to know a lot about his patient's personal history. So I asked him, how did Edgar meet his wife? The rest is literary history. Here's her nursing profile, right here.
So she would know about hospital protocol and infectious diseases, too.
And how to administer a lethal injection to a troublesome husband. She'd also have a Community General ID.
Expired.
That could be fixed.
Mrs. Wellers has a lot of questions to answer.
This is ridiculous. Just because I didn't like him doesn't mean I killed him.
Mrs. Wellers, what were you doing in the infectious diseases lab?
I wasn't there.
We'll know the answer to that if there's a match on the threads of your coat.
If this is some kind of an attempt to blame Edgar's death on me, I'll sue Community General right out of existence. Edgar died under your care, not mine.
Mrs. Wellers.
If you have anything else to say to me, tell it to my attorney.
Thank you.
Well, it wasn't exactly a confession.
If the threads match, we don't need one.
3 ladies.
Here it is. It's about how my luck's been going, all right?
Full house.
Deal me out. I'm done.
Sorry to see that surgery didn't hurt your poker game any.
You operated on my knee, Jesse, not my brain.
Yeah, my mistake. You in?
You know, it's just that whoever killed Edgar Wellers was wearing full scrubs, a mask, and a cap.
Steve, first of all, no one even believed there was a murder. Then you proved that there was. You even figured out who the murderer was. So relax. You can stop working the case.
Yeah, I'm just not sure Ashley Wellers killed her husband.
You were sure yesterday.
No, you were sure. I just didn't know how to dispute the evidence.
Well, it is pretty hard evidence to dispute. I mean, she's a nurse. We have threads of her coat tying her into the infectious disease lab. She hated her husband. Now that he's dead, she gets everything instead of nothing if they'd gotten a divorce.
It just seems like someone would have noticed if a woman that looked like her was wandering around a lab wearing a bright red coat.
2 cards.
How many?
I need to talk to her.
Well, the last thing she said to us was if we had anything else to ask her, we could contact her attorney.
Well, you're just gonna have to convince her to come see me.
Me? I don't think so.
Well, then I'll just have to go out there myself.
You're not going anywhere until that knee's better.
Well, you're just gonna have to talk to her again, then.
Steve, you know, I'm beginning to think you are suffering from a mild concussion. You're seeing double and hearing nothing.
All right, I'll talk to my dad. He'll go out.
I'm sure he will. How many?
None.
Give me none.
King High straight.
Oh,
Hi. Wonder if I might speak with you for just a moment.
Hey, Sloan. Getting in some extra reps, huh?
Yeah, anything to help me get back on my feet.
Well, just don't overdo it. You weaken your immune system, you leave yourself open to all kinds of things. Oh, hey. When you see Dr. Travis, tell him I took his advice. Got some of that Zentex stock. Yeah. Down $6.
I'll tell him.
So we missed our projected second quarterly earnings by 1%. The Talking Heads advise our clients to sell, and we dropped 6 points in 1 hour. It's ridiculous.
You sure it was the quarterly reports?
Yeah, what else could it have been?
Anything wrong with the Lexamide trials?
Jesse, how long have you known me? If there was a problem with the trials, don't you think that I'd tell you?
You would tell me.
Listen, Zentex is doing great. When Lexamide comes out, these stupid Talking Head stock analysts will be looking for a new line of work.
Yeah. Did you look at the menu? Know what you want?
Yeah. Why? Have you heard something?
About what?
The Lexamide trials?
No. What would I hear?
Well, you're at the hospital. You hear a lot of things.
No. I mean, except for Edgar Weller's death.
from Lexamide.
No, of course not.
Their causes.
Yes.
So no problem.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
You do know about the trials at Keller Memorial Hospital, don't you?
Walker. Oh, Dr. Travis. Was just looking for Dr. Hart. Guess he left already.
You know what time he'll be back?
Not really. Looks like he has a new patient for the Lexamide protocol. It's good news, huh?
Yeah, that's good. I'll catch up with him later.
Hi, Detective Steve Sloan?
Yes.
I'm Ashley Wellers. I understand you wanted to talk to me? Yeah, well, after I slammed the door in your dad's face for the third time, he went out to the beach side of my house and started serenading me. He made me laugh.
He's good at that.
Well, he said that you needed to talk to me and that if I was innocent, you could be the best friend I could have. So I'm here.
There's some things about your husband's death that don't quite add up to me. I don't think you killed him, but the evidence against you is pretty strong.
I didn't do it.
Can you explain how a thread from your coat got into the infectious diseases lab?
If they're threads from my coat.
You know, my partner Cheryl called this morning. They match.
I left my coat in Edgar's room that night. I suppose anyone could have gone in and pulled threads.
Can you tell me what you and your husband argued about the night of his murder?
Yeah, he wanted to leave the Lexamide trials.
Why?
He said he was getting all these side effects, dizziness, nausea, itching. I said, who cares as long as it stops the tumor? But he was determined to leave.
You positive about that?
Yeah, he had me bring up all the forms. He said he was going to go to the press, to Mike Wallace, tell the world that Lexamide was a fraud. I tore up all the forms and threw them in his face. I mean, I didn't like him, but I didn't want him to die. I thought Lexamide was helping. Ask Dr. Hart, he'll tell you.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I was hoping it didn't have to come out. I did report the side effects, and I thought, and I still think that my responsibility ended there.
The patient who wanted to leave the protocol is murdered, and you hope that no one has to discover that.
I don't believe that he was murdered.
I don't believe you cared one way or the other.
Look, I was angry that Wellers wanted to leave. I get furious when people enter clinical trials, take advantage of the best medical care there is, and then drop out before the trials are completed.
Furious enough to stop them?
You are way out of line, pal.
You know, Steve, I can understand why you would think that he's involved with this murder.
Did you know Edgar Wellers wanted to leave the Lexamide trials?
No.
What other secrets has he kept from us?
Look, I believe in Walter Hart. And I've read his research papers. His work on colon cancer is extraordinary.
Have there been any other problems with the Lexamide protocol?
Not a community general.
Has this research been carried out at any other hospitals?
Yeah, Keller Memorial. It had to be stopped.
Why?
Because the population did not reach statistical significance. It means that too many participants either dropped out or died of other causes.
What other causes?
Heart failure, pneumonia. These aren't healthy people taking Lexamide.
Can you give me a list of the causes of death?
You're going after the wrong guy.
Jess, will you give me a list?
Yes, I can. You're just going to prove that Hart is innocent.
Dr. Hart, are you busy?
Hey, what are you doing here so late?
I needed to talk to you about the Keller Memorial trial.
Okay, what about it?
Were there any deaths due to staph infection at Keller?
I don't recall.
I was over there this afternoon. Someone's asking questions. If there's a problem...
There is no problem.
You're sure? Because if anything else were to delay the rollout of Lexamide...
It won't.
I'm glad to hear that. Good night, doctor.
Good night. Late, Doc.
The night nurse checked in on him about 30 minutes ago. He had a fever of 103. His BP was back to 90/50, and he had a pulse of 120.
And everything was all right when he went to sleep?
You could check the chart yourself. This has got to be the same strain.
Staph.
Yeah, resistant to antibiotic treatment. I gave him maximum doses of broad-spectrum antibiotics. I even gave him a dose of vancomycin. Nothing.
Maybe we should put him on the Zoladex.
That hasn't been approved yet.
We can't let this infection get the jump on us. That's what happened to Edgar Wellers.
It could be toxic.
I know the risk, Jesse.
It'll knock his kidneys out.
And if we don't act, he could die.
I'll take care of it.
Hey, how's he doing?
Well, he held his own during the night, but still no improvement.
And Mark?
He's in there with him. I think they're both sleeping.
Jesse, if there's an outbreak of staph infection in this hospital...
There isn't. There isn't.
What about Steve?
I know. Steve Sloan, Edgar Wellers, Doris Shumway.
Doris Shumway.
She was a patient at Keller Memorial. Steve asked me to find out the causes of death at the Keller Memorial trials. The last patient to die during those trials, the one who caused the studies to come to a complete halt, died of a sudden virulent staph infection.
Does Steve know?
Not yet. And I bet he was given the staph to keep from finding out.
I don't understand why anyone would want to kill Edgar Wellers just because he was dropping out. None of the other patients died during the trials.
It's just too much of a coincidence to be random.
We have to figure out what the motive is. Why did Dr. Hart kill Wellers?
You know, I bet that the answer lies in those research notes.
Oh, he'll never turn those notes over to us. Besides, it's far too much data for us to go over. But I could pull up Doris Shumway's autopsy report.
Jesse, can I talk to you?
Hi, good morning, Jesse. Something wrong?
I've just been up most of the night trying to save the life of my best friend, Steve Sloan.
Oh, the detective.
You know, what I'm trying to figure out is why would a man whose research is going so well risk everything to stop one patient from leaving the protocol?
You want to just tell me what you're saying?
We know that the Lexamide is working. It's killing the cancer cells, it's prolonging life. There'd be no need for a patient to stop taking it unless it was doing more harm than good.
My research is all well documented. You can look it up if you like.
The published documentation is only what you've parceled out.
Meaning what?
What else is in the research records that you haven't disclosed?
Is this a discussion about medical research, Doctor?
This is a discussion about the life of my friend.
Or is this a discussion about your portfolio?
Hey, look, my investments have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure? Because it sounds to me like you're trying to find a fall guy for your investment mistakes, and I will not be made your villain, Jesse. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a patient to admit.
But then I had an interesting conversation with Robin Helton. She told me she saw you at Keller Memorial last night trying to get rid of Dora Shumway's records.
Yes, I went to Keller to review Dora Shumway's records. They had been removed.
Fortunately, she wasn't cremated like Edgar Wellers. My colleague, Dr. Bentley, is going over to the DA's office today to request an exhume order. I'm pretty sure that a new autopsy is going to prove that the Lexamide was killing her before you finish the job.
You are so wrong about this.
I hope you're right.
You're gonna kill the most effective cancer drug we've seen because of these fantasies.
Walter, no drug is worth killing patients over. Steve is coding.
I'll come with you.
You're not going near him. How long has he been in VFib?
About 1 minute. Charge the pedal to 200.
Charging.
Clear. 300.
Come on, Steve.
300 charging.
Clear. 360.
360 charging. Ready.
Clear.
He's back. Normal sinus rhythm.
Oh, thank God. It's all right. It's all right.
Well, if Hart is guilty, he's convinced himself he isn't.
I keep praying he isn't.
Well, it's the only thing that makes sense. You know, when you followed him to Keller Memorial, you picked him up in the parking lot, right?
No, I was waiting down the hall from his office.
So you saw him leave his office and go to his car?
Yes. Why?
Well, I was thinking that he must have gone downstairs to inject Steve with the toxin first.
Well, couldn't he have done that when he got back?
He must have, but it makes the time pretty short. You sure you got to Shumway's files before he can get a hold of them?
Yeah, and there were no notes in her files to indicate any side effects from the Lexamide.
And nothing to indicate that she was thinking about leaving the trials.
No.
And no way to prove that the staph infection that she died from was in any way out of the ordinary.
Mm-mm.
Wow, if he is killing his patients, he is doing a hell of a job covering it up.
Yeah. We'll find what we need in the second autopsy. How's Steve doing?
Better. I thought until the fibrillation, like touch and go.
Anything I can do?
Well, I will, I'll call you when I get a hold of Shumway's autopsy. Hey, you're exhausted.
No, I'm fine.
Why don't you, go home? I'll stay here with them.
You haven't had any more sleep than I have.
I tell you what, I'll flip you for it. Heads I stay, tails you leave.
Okay. All right, I'll go down to my office and I'll take a nap on the couch. I'll be back in 4 hours. Okay?
Should make it 6.
Oh, hey, Dr. Sloan.
Yes.
How's your son doing?
Seems to be doing better.
Ah, that's great. Tell him we're all pulling for him.
Thanks, I will.
Oh, and tell him to forget what I said about Zentex.
About what?
I was ragging on him about the Zentex stock going down after I took Dr. Travis's advice and bought some.
Oh. Who else has been taking Dr. Travis' advice?
Who hasn't been? Kind of feels like it's our drug, you know? Lexamide, trials being here and all. Dr. Walker, he's placing buy orders almost every day.
Walker on an intern salary?
Seems like everybody's into the stock market these days.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert.
Sure. Whatever.
Mark, I've been looking all over for you. I'm afraid I have some bad news on the Shumway autopsy.
You know, I was just up at the credit union. We've been looking in the wrong direction. What's your bad news?
You go first. How did you get them to reveal Walker's credit report?
I didn't. I said, just tell me if I'm wrong. She didn't say anything.
Well, even if Walker did empty out his savings account, that doesn't mean he invested it in Zentex.
No, but if he did, he'd be desperate to be sure that drug got approved. He'd have as much writing on as Dr. Hart does. Listen, would you ask security to meet me up in Steve's room? I think I should talk to them.
Sure.
Oh, what was your bad news?
Oh, I heard from my friend who works at the DA's office. I'm afraid we're not going to get that order to exhume Shumway's body.
Walker. Come on. You all right?
Can I ask you a question, Dad?
What?
Is this another dream?
Why do you ask that?
Because you're beginning to hurt. I'll just be glad to get home, get out on the beach, do surfing.
Now, you don't want to start overdoing it too soon.
Oh, Dad, believe me, getting out in the sand and surf, getting some exercise is exactly what I need.
I'll meet you at 4 o'clock, same place.
You got it. I'll be there.
Bye.
Steve, you checking out already?
Yeah. I'm so proud of this knee, I think I'll go jogging with you and Robin this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think so. See, 2 is company, 3 is
Too many?
too many.
Anyway, Cheryl called. They're arraigning Vincent Walker next week.
You know what I can understand? Why didn't he just dump that Zentex stock when the market dropped?
He couldn't. He was out on margin. The guy invested every cent he had in it. So when the stock went down and his broker started calling him, asking him to pay off the margins, we panicked.
Well, I can see not wanting to face financial failure, but murder?
Look, if Edgar Weller said anything bad about Lexamide to the press, Walker's house of cards would have come crashing down.
I know why he went after Steve. He was afraid Steve was on to him. But why did he go after you?
Because I had seen him snooping around Hart's office. It was just a matter of time before we'd put it all together. I see somebody I owe a pretty big apology to. Excuse me.
Dr. Turner.
Steve, this came for you.
Oh, who's it from?
I didn't open the card.
Detective Sloan, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in yourself. If you need a private duty nurse, I'm always on call. Ashley Wellers.
Save me the chocolates.
You know, you should think about getting a private duty nurse.
Yeah.
She seemed like a lovely person on the inside.
Well, I'm sure she is, but I'm fine, thanks.
Well, you know, just so you're completely on your feet again.
Pistachios?